Hello there, and welcome on this new update recording on the NervForge tree generator. So the first significant change I have introduced here is the support for those custom sources location in my packaging system, which means that now I can store those large texture files in an external folder instead of storing them directly into my GitLab repository. So in the end, this is still producing those large package files, and you still have to download them at least once. But the good thing is, at least I don't have to worry about storing them in my repository anymore. The next thing I've changed is support to turn those UV density coordinate parameters into pair level parameters, which means that now I can tweak those parameters, for instance here only for the level 1 branches, so that's the main trunk here, and that's not going to change the settings for the other branches. The next thing that is also updated is that now the attractor position is a per level parameter, which means that you can, for instance, turn this parameter down for the level 2, and you see that the level 2 branches here will go down, while for the level 3 branches, they are just going completely up instead. So this will be pretty handy if you want to turn those 3 into very strange construction. And the next most significant change is the introduction of this base configuration for your tree model. So you can now select different configuration. I currently only have 2 of them here, but this list can be extended pretty easily in the future. And if you change your base configuration, you will get a different base tree like this. If you go back, for instance, here to this first one, you'll get this default tree. And now we also have this reset button, which is handy to reset all your settings here to the settings that you have in your base configuration, which means that, for instance, here, if I change the number of branches level to 2, and I decide to change the texture for the leaves to red, and I change the size of those leaves or whatever, then I can very easily click on this button, and this will immediately reset all the settings to the default value that we have for this configuration. The next button we have here is used to save your current configuration, which means that you can start from any base configuration that you have here, and say for instance that I want to change the leaves texture to be this red checkerboard, and I change the size again, and I set the number of branches to 2, and I now say I want to save this tree configuration so that I can use it then to generate multiple different actual tree models. Then I can just click on this and save the tree configuration. That would be something like my test config, and you use a JSON file for the saving. And of course, we also have the opposite button here, which is used to load a given configuration. So say that I am on this one, and I just reset the settings, that's giving me the base configuration. And now I'm going to use this, and I go back in the download folder, and I select this test config that I have just created. So I select this one, and I try to open this. So that's going to add another configuration entry in the list of configuration here, and it's going to select this configuration by default. And you see that this is exactly the model that we saved just before. So we have those red checkerboard leaves, and so now you can use this as another base configuration in your list. You can still, of course, select the first one, and you can just select the default, and you can go back to this one that we just created. And this is it for this quick update. Next update on the list will be for me, I think, to add more leaves texture. So we can currently only have this leaf 1, which is something looking like a real texture. So we're going to extend this list to provide more content, and also maybe provide additional proper configuration here that would look more like traditional trees. So we'll see if we can build a proper list of configuration here. So as usual guys, if you have any question on this, just let me know in the comment, and otherwise thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when I get other updates for this small project. See you, bye bye!